Hello, hello, and good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so sorry that I am late today. Today has been a morning. Up in Canada here, we have like our cell services down for one of the major um companies. So that has caused pandemonium this morning. Anyways, my deepest apologies, but I still wanted to get here. Oh my God, I'm so late. I still wanted to get here. I still wanted to, not flake out. I promised I'd be here. I set the stream. So here I am. Okay, I wanted to make sure everything was working. Everything is fine. Let's just get started. Not everything can always be perfect. I have to live with that, but here we are. So, hello, hello, good morning, and welcome to my weekly goal setting live stream. Today, we are going to set some goals. We're going to have some coffee. I've got mine here. Let me know what you have, what you're drinking. If you have some nice warm coffee, if you are ready to set some goals, because we're going to just get started. So then we will have a little chat after that if we need to. But first, we're going to start by reviewing last week's goals and taking an audit of our progress so far. If you are part of the replay crew, hello, welcome, love to have you here. You can check the description box for timestamps. So before, if you also are down in the description box, you can catch the printable. There is a printable that will walk you through the entire goal setting process for this weekly live stream. That it will also lead you through breaking them down and just staying accountable throughout the week, so that you can really, really get your goals done and focus on making progress and see how that works out. So before we get into any of that, and if it is your first time here, hello, welcome. I'm Terrell Celeste, and this is Absolutely Studying. I bootstrapped my way through university while juggling a full-time job and a family. It was tough, but now I want to pay it forward. I want to provide you with all of the resources and support you need to flourish in your academic career. So first, I am so out of sorts. Okay, so first, grab last week's goals. Did you have them written down? Because if you did not, this is the perfect starting point for you. Let's check over last week's goals. How many did you set? How many did you get complete, and where did you fall short? So that's the very, very first thing we want to know is what were they? Write them down if you don't have them already. If you do, just write a little note next to them. How many did you complete? If you set SMART goals, you know exactly if you completed them or not. And if you do not know what a SMART goal is, don't worry, we're going to find out. So if you did not either set SMART goals or if you fell short, also write down why. Why did you fall short? Did you fall short because something came up and it took over all of your time? Did you forget another obligation and you were not able to really focus on those? Or did you just not quite live up to the metrics? You made a little bit of progress, but you didn't quite get there. That's really what we want to reflect on. And that's why we need to review last week's goals before we even touch this week's. So I know you want to get into setting this week's goals. I know you want to get into that plan, but we've got to back up and we've got to figure out what happened with your previous goals first. And while you are here, make sure just to like and subscribe so that you can get notified next time something crazy happens and I'm running a little bit late. I'm sorry, I will try not to do it again. I know, I get it. We could have been in and out by now. So what worked? What worked so far with your progress, with your audit? What worked? What techniques did you employ last week in staying accountable? Or what did not work in the same situation? What techniques and what progress and what steps and tasks and fail safes and accountability safes did you implement last week that really helped you to stay accountable? And if you did not reach your goals, or even if something just came up, what went wrong? Sometimes things go wrong and we still meet our goals, but it's great to just stop and reflect and know what kind of held us back a little bit. And then also, what was avoidable? Was there anything avoidable that you could have handled a little bit differently? Make sure to jot all of those down in your workbook. So now that we've checked those through, what are you going to do again in the coming weeks that really worked for you? Or even if it wasn't prime, like optimal working for you, how could you tweak it to make it better? Maybe you want to try something again. Finally, what would you do differently? These Going through and asking yourselves these questions about previous goals before you set new ones, even if it's the same goal that you want to tackle again, even if it's something that you tackle every single week, is really going to help you to continue to make that progress. It's also going to help you to look back and figure out things that just don't work for you. Sometimes you get all of these productivity hacks and you just want to be super productive and you throw everything against the wall and you're going to take all of these different tips. But the trick is to figure out which tips actually work for you and really hone in on those ones, because those ones are your style. You're going to have different working styles. We're all going to have different working styles, different learning styles, different styles that we work best and are most productive in. And the real hack is trying things out until you can find something that specifically works for you and then doubling down on that one, because those techniques are really going to help you to excel. And now we actually get to set next week's goals. And I like to set no more than 3, especially if they're larger ones. So, what are your 3 goals that you are going to carry you through next week? Write them down. Make sure to write them down. And especially if you're using the workbook, you can just once you've downloaded it, you've got it, it's yours. You can just keep printing out the goal setting, this one page every week, so you can post it. And that way you can look at it and review it every single day. And that's going to help you to refresh your mind and remember what you're working towards and stay a little bit more accountable than possibly previous tries. So write down your 3 goals. And then I want you to reflect on how each of those goals are going to help you in the big picture. Now, if you are following me for the monthly goal setting, you're also going to know that it's best if you take those monthly goals and you break those 3 down, or choose 3 of the tasks or 3 of those goals to work on for your week, so that you're still making progress towards the monthly goals. It might be something else once in a while, but make sure that the weekly goals you're setting are really focusing on pushing your momentum towards those monthly goals. And so that should give you some insight, hopefully, into how it will help you big picture. So now we need to actually make a plan to succeed. So write down how you plan on accomplishing that goal and break that down into about 5 to 15-minute tasks, just nice, quick, short tasks that you can whittle away at in no more than 5 to 15 minutes. And those 5 to 15-minute tasks can be repeatable tasks. So, for example, if you want to stay on top of your workload, maybe you set 15 minutes a day just to go through and clear out your emails. Maybe you just choose 15 minutes to go through every single day, or throughout the day, you schedule, once every couple of hours to repeat that task. It's okay if you're repeating the 15-minute tasks, but just make sure that you can clump it into 15-minute tasks so that you can set a timer and knock it out. So that brings us to the end of this very rushed goal setting live stream. I wanted to make sure we got through. I didn't want to take up too much of your time since I was already so late today. Again, I apologize. I'm so sorry. But I do have the schedule for the rest of the goal setting live streams up on my website. So you can follow the link in the description, or you can just head over to the website and check the events page. And all of the events are coming up. Yeah, so that is the end of our stream today. I'm so disjointed. It's been such a morning, but I'm here. I showed up, and I hope that you show up for your goals and yourself as well. So until next time, I hope you have an amazing adventure.